Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Just Where I am playing Octopath Traveler. Last episode we defeated a big dire wolf, and in this episode we're gonna go and continue with some more quest stuff. Because why in the hell not? We are going to need Old Barrack for the next quest, which will take place in Noble Court. I don't remember running into a quest in this place, but there apparently is a quest in here. Ah, I see now, okay. I'm gonna rest up to get Old Barrack healed, because he's gonna have to challenge somebody. Alright. Wait. It's not these guys, right? Wait, is it those guys? Who do I get this from? This quest? Megan Mac. In Noble Court, yeah. Let's see. Because they're not over here, so are they mayhaps over here? Or not? What? Is there a prerequisite that I need? Or is it just wrong again? Let's see. Complete Tressa and Therion's chapter 4. Let's see. Oh no, I do actually have to talk to Barham. In their home, okay. Well, sure. Then we will go and do just that. Alright, so you're Barham. You're Orlick, okay. Hello. Ahoy there, missed us like a landlocked sailor, Mr. Sea, didn't you? Maybe you're an official business. Got a livery for you from the captain. Took you long enough, didn't it? Ain't no controlling the tides now, is there? Yeah. Hiccups. Research is a battlefield, and in it we scholars are constantly fighting to conquer more territory. I requested the material that I needed for my research from you to aid me in this war, but it seems you failed to realize the urgency of the matter. I don't believe I'll be requiring the services of your trading company ever again. What? You're yanking me chain, ain't you, matey? If it had only been a matter of punctuality, that would have been one thing. But no, why don't you go and ask that captain of yours for the reason? Got a problem with the captain now? Indeed, that brute Leon, we know all about him. Coming around to that fearsome look on his face and demanding that innocent civilians hand over the money. Quit your filthy lies. And if you dare deny him, he runs you right through with his great poleaxe to think we were doing business with such a villain. Villain, you take that back, you salty sea slugs. Everyone's heard the news by now. How Captain Leon gave up on merchantry and returned to his old pirating ways. The captain would never. That's right, we told us he'd change his ways. Make all the excuses you want. It doesn't change the fact that we won't be asking for your company for so much as another pebble. We don't have to take that kind of abuse from the likes of you. Bunch of bookish buffoons. We ain't never done a day of real done a day of real work in your lives. What was that? Phew, you're not refusing to give us your business. We're refusing to take your business. Our pebbles are too good for you anyway. Good then. Yeah, good then. Right. Make Mac the good. Let's see. Yeah. You can rate this if you're interested. But I just want to see if I can finish this game off tonight. Energizing pomegranate, injurious seed. Inspiring plum, soothing dust. We're all made of star stuff. Yar, we strong take from the weak. That's the way of the world. Says I, the dread pirate Leon Vestral. Bah, eh? Why are you looking at me cockeyed? Well, if your guts forgotten, I will. I think I'll have your gear. Just a spear and a kite shield. Alright, let's see if I can... Leon Bust roll.
Let us fight with honor. Victory!
Victory! Speed enhancement. Attack for 2 damage. Massive damage. Exploit weakness. 2 damage again. Nice.
I shall cleave you in two.
This guy is apparently a little bit beefier than I expected. Well, actually, no. Scratch that.
Victory.
He's almost done for, so. Go right.
With each battle, I grow stronger.
That's the one. Yes, that's him. That's him, all right. That the filthy thief.
You can't be serious.
Captain say it ain't so.
You're
Well,
pulling me.
we all swore we'd gone over to the straight and narrow.
Sorry.
Hello? This scallywag's a right fraud. What do you mean by that? He does look an awful lot like the captain, I give you that, but you can't fool us that easy. You rotten rogue. You've been calling yourself Captain Leon and stealing off good folk, is that it? What do you mean? I am the one, the only, the Captain Leon Bastral. You don't know, do you? Captain Leon's pirating days are over. If you're gonna impersonate someone, at least do your damn research. I never knew that. Phew, well, I feel light as a breeze now that that's cleared up. Got that right? Makes me blood boil seeing someone studying the captain's good name like that. I'm sorry, you two. It seems we were mistaken. Yes, quite thoroughly. Nah, water under the bridge. Never did like apologies, giving them or taking them. That's right. It's a sort of sea snake who's to blame here. We'd be happy to help you swat with procuring on crystals in the future. And we'd be happy to request the services of you bunch of crusty sea dogs. Thanks to you as well, friend. Yeah, you were a true aid to us, trusty as a North Star. Right, we get ourselves Mega Max shields. Which does what exactly? Also battle tested shield, right? Wow. Jesus. Hello. That's a good ass shield. Wow. Yeah, you can have that. Jesus. Okay, awesome. I can guide the fake Leon Bastral. Definitely not Leon. I like that. Okay, next quest in our series of stuff to be done. Let's see. Next up, we need to go over to Rippletide. And then we need to guide somebody. Right, of course. This one is actually going to require me to go, over here, I think. The Undertow Cove, right? I did do some research off camera because figuring these things out on my own is a waste of time. Yep, the Undertow Cove. Right. Let's go and get out some party members that aren't ridiculously overleveled. Right. Let's go and change my party to have my lowest level people with me. And also Ophelia, of course. And then we have Primrose at level 58, so... Okay. Let's go and give you some jobs. They took our jib. I do like you being a scholar, to be quite honest. You can go to being a sorcerer. You're still a warrior, and you're still a sorcerer. Let's go and give you not the battle-tested one, the bishop one. And then I'll give you the battle-tested one, and whoopsie. Also the improved bow and of the eagle, just to do something. Fine. Cool. Let us begin while I first run into some dude. Oh, what a surprise it is to meet you here. Pray do not tell anyone of my identity, but not do for anyone to know that the crown of Princess of Atlaston is abroad like this. The truth is that I came here to meet the great scholar, Professor Paul. He was my tutor when I was a young child, and he is on his way back here now. Professor Paul has been traveling around an island nation of the mainland for the sake of his research. It's been a decade since he left these shores, but today at last the ship bearing him is due to this harbor. Every free hand to the sea, a great ship has foundered in the harbor. To your boats! We'll need every boat we've got to help the people. They won't make it long among those waves. No, it cannot be. Forgive me, but I must go find out more. Right, so it's Mary Redux. Hey, did I even explore this town? I did, right? I guess Leon wasn't here before. Another battle-tested spear. Yeah, that makes sense. Sure, I'll take it. Right. Okay, yeah. So the quest has been started. The quest has officially been started. I'm gonna save my game. Did I save my game even after? I think I did. I think I did save my game after, you know, fighting the big wolf dude. Alright, off we go. To the wondrous sea! Also, since I have another battle-tested spear, let me go and give that to you then. Right. And time to make our way back over to... making my way back over to...
I've done my research.
The Undertow Cove. Which is a place I've already been to, but, yeah.
Malefic star, pierce our foe.
Yeah, these are level 1 enemies. Or like first level 1 enemies, so...
guides us true.
I don't think there'll be much of a challenge. They're also not gonna give me jack shit. So good thing that the Undertow Cove gives me some good shit. Or some at least decent shit. I don't remember what level this place is. It's on level 40 or 50 maybe even.
I will battle.
I think it's probably level 40.
Ignis Arder.
I gotta say, I still much more prefer the first and the second battle song as opposed to the third one.
Should have studied harder.
Domination. Also, let me go and take a look at the skills actually. Aha, you can get Tonitrous Canary, which gives you all of those things now. And you also have Elemental Aid, which I think is something that I definitely want you to have. Or no, no, right, that's not for this job, that's for a different job. Okay. No probs. It's level 45. Pathetic. Right. So there's apparently some dudes in here. I think I'll just follow the torches. So that usually points me to the correct direction, like to the end of a dungeon.
Can't we settle this like a gentleman?
Surprise your foe this time.
I am ready.
I remember the days when it was the other way around and then I got murdered.
Ring out.
Those were the good days.
Well then.
Not really.
There.
Right.
What is the logical course of action? The night risk, the mare.
Let's do this.
Primrose still does not have more than 3000 HP. That's kind of funny.
Thunder. Ring out.
But she is a mage and a buffer, so
The show is over.
she's not particularly made for, you know, taking the hits. Right. This way? Ah, there he is. Or she is. Wait. What? After the incident with Alphen, she decided to leave her criminal life behind. We continue to sell her tonics at a high price. As the daughter of a famous apothecary, her knowledge of the field is vast, and the quality of her medicines are well worth the price. It's you. That's kind of funny. A battle-tested dagger. Give me that shit. That is insane, actually. Wow. What's wrong with you? I didn't do anything to deserve this. So she's not the one I needed, but she's just somebody else around
There
here.
is no choice.
That's funny.
I am ready.
I was wondering where she was, to be quite honest. Alright, here come the big crab. Meh. Meh.
Let's do this.
Yeah. She has nothing to break these guys. You can just attack normally, Tressa.
I'll not be defeated.
Ophelia.
Malefic Star. Here's
One of
our
his attacks
foe.
is wind-based, so... How much health do these things have left? Okay, I'll be able to kill him with this.
The night risk command.
Goodbye.
You should have studied harder.
Did not expect to find her here. There might still be some other people that I could find this way, but whatever.
Open for business.
To be able to find everybody would be kind of difficult
I
there.
am ready.
But
Thunder, ring out.
at least I think it would be. Well, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to go through every single freaking dungeon again. Not again. That is not happening.
Interesting dilemma. Venta
There's a lot of stuff I would do for 100% sakes, but I would not go through these areas again for the third time in a row. Or I guess the second time, really. But whatever.
Malefic Star. Here's our foe.
There we go.
I hope I've grown more able.
Let's go into some healing. And try to reach the professor. Hello. I'm gonna scrutinize you. You can read that if you're interested. I'm going to purchase some sleep weed from you with a discount of 1 leaf. Now let's go and guide you. Lightning storm, huh? Cool. Right. Back to Ripple-Tide. I like the fact that I just didn't even talk to him. Well, whatever. Let's try to find even more money. Let's run all the way over to her. Hello. Professor Paul! Yes, who might you... No, Your Highness. Yes, it is me, Mary. Marie, whatever. Oh, sorry. I'm so relieved to find you alive and well. What a shock, my goodness, I could hardly have recognized you. Even in my dreams, I could not have imagined you would grow into such a fine lady. Not the wild little princess that I knew, using broken branches as play swords, as she ran and checked about the roller gardens. But please, sir, let us keep the tales of the past in the past, if you please. I've never felt more keenly than the 10 years that have passed since I left this continent until this moment. Such a long time. It does feel like now. I wonder if you still recall, Professor, a certain event when I lost you one of your precious books. Of course I remember it. I'd only meant to play a prank. I had hidden that precious tome of yours in one of the palace's chimneys. Haha. Ha ha ha! And what misfortune it was that it should have been on the very day that the chimney sweeps came to their duty. It was spring, and so I hadn't thought there was any chance that anyone would set a fire, and still, the book ended up so awfully coated with soot that it could never be read again. But when I tried to apologize to you, you told me this. If you regret your actions, then there's no need for me to scold you further. But I hope you will promise me 2 things. The first, that you will never do such a thing again. And the second, that you will take this empty tome and fill it with your own words. Write down all that you learned from this day onwards, and when you have filled this entire volume, return it to me. I look forward to the day when I will finally get to read about all that you will learn in life, my princess. I still remember every word of that conversation as though it were only yesterday. Yet it was more than 10 years ago now. How the time does fly. I've kept both of my promises, Professor Paul, and this belongs to you. This book, so you truly did complete it. You have learned a great deal in these 10 years. Now I understand very well the grace and wisdom in your eyes. And looking at the worn pages of this volume, I can tell exactly how hard it is that you've been working all this time. Everything that I am today is thanks to the wonderful tutors I've had, like you, Professor Paul. I owe you my eternal gratitude for saving the professor. I'm so glad I was able to see my promise fulfilled. As we get ourselves the Absolute Zero staff. Increases ice damage dealt. That makes a hell of a lot of sense. Still, 999. I like that. I like seeing that. Oh man. The power! Alright. So, what is next on my list of stuffs to do? Let's see. Next up, we have... Ah, I see. That is relatively easy for me to complete because I already have all of the necessary items. Because I decided to go around the world stealing from everybody. May also go and rest up. To go and heal everybody to max. No. Excuse me, Cordelia. We're just gonna ignore you for now.
A good day to you.
I hope you're chronicling your days. The diary is a record of all you hold in your heart, you know. I've been keeping my diaries without fail for 70 years. I've got enough volumes to fill a whole library by now. But I don't have much to write about these days, of course. Is there still anything for an old man to experience or thrilling that it demands to be recorded in a diary? Give him all the things. Oh. What is it that you have there? Could I have a closer look? Whoa! I never even dreamed such a thing could exist. I cannot believe this. I feel like I just discovered a whole new world of possibilities. I've got to put this down in my diary at once. The words practically write themselves. I can hardly stop myself. It's been years since I felt so inspired. Ah, what joy. Phew, now that's a proper diary entry. Thank you for this, of course. You featured in my of course you featured in my writing as well. Don't forget to keep up with your own diary here. Life is long and full of many challenges. Your heart and mind will change along the way. If things get rough, try opening up your old diaries and taking a little trip down memory lane. When you are feeling lost, remembering who you were before will help you understand who you need to be now. Until we meet again, then. Goodbye, my friend. Right, as we get ourselves another alluring ribbon and some more money. Next up, we need to do... okay, we need to do the thing with Cordelia. I'm also going to need Alberic in the party. Whom is this? Of course, not in the party. I'm always jamming to this particular song. Always makes me really happy. Okay, let's go and get Alberic in the party. Instead of Ophelia, I suppose. Also, Cyrus is ridiculously underleveled. Well, compared to the rest of the party in any case. Right, hello. Oh, Noah, I do hope you're right. She has never left my letters unanswered for so long before. Whatever. I didn't know what else to do with myself, so I came here. I do hope that nothing is the matter. Right, and as you have keeping up with the Wyndhams. Now, I did read... while I was eating, well, not particularly while I was eating, but while I was waiting for my food, I decided to do some research for the next quest, just so I have a general idea about where I'm gonna go. Let's see, use challenge to defeat the brigand in the West Grandport coast. Where is this? The brigand is right outside of Grandport across the bridge. Okay. Danger level 45. I want to say 55. But no, that would be wrong. Hello, you brigand bugger. Scrutinized for this, which I'm not gonna read anymore because my voice cannot deal with that. I'm just going to buy these healing grip mediums. Right. Always looking for a bargain. Time to beat you up though. Huh? Want some of this? Just your magic cur.
'Tis a good day for battle. Have that out of my way!
You know, I just noticed. I think Alberic has no sword equipped right now,
Now then,
which is quite funny. He should have an axe equipped there. So,
the battle.
wow, I only just noticed that. Well, you know what?
My blade is unbending. I shall cleave you in two.
Oh, he's also weak to axes. Okay, good. Then I can use my axe. My axe.
Victory
Dagger
shall
storm.
be mine. The battle is truly joy.
I don't think he has. Oh no.
The battle is truly joy.
I think I made some mistakes. Ba-ba-ba-dum.
Havoc. My blade is I wreak havoc upon thee.
Well, I guess it'll be an interesting battle, I suppose. It'll be a boring battle, really. Because this brigand can't do shit against me, and I can't do shit against the brigand.
Havoc. The battle.
That's the dangerous part of unequipping people's weapons.
Havoc.
Alright.
No.
Oh, loud.
Blade is unbending.
Goodbye.
With each battle, I grow stronger.
I get a letter from Noah. Damn it all! Your route is there! Okay. Alberic, yep. He has full makeshift weaponry on. Wow. Nice. I guess I should have tried to avoid doing that again. Alright. So Noah's letters did not reach me because those mountain bandits had robbed the mail carrier. Or the mail carrier. Oh, what a weight of my heart. I'm so glad that nothing had happened to Noah herself. Cordelia! Noah! Cordelia, what in the world are you doing here? So my letters were stolen by bandits and never reached you. Well, though I'm sorry to have caused you such distress, I'm so glad you're here. Now you must tell me what happens next in the story of the princess and the noble thief. Noah, please, don't mention such an embarrassing thing in front of others. What do you have to be embarrassed about? I think it's a wonderful story. It's so romantic. Cordelia writes the most wonderful stories. She sends them to me in installments. Instamails? Yeah, sure. No, it's Noah's travel narratives that are truly amazing. No, those are just my imaginings of what it might be like to travel the world someday. I wouldn't want anyone else to read them but you, Cordelia. The thought is mortifying. Anyone should be delighted to read them. I'm always so moved when I read your tales of thrilling adventure and new discovery during a grand journey around the world. Thank you, Cordelia. You will keep writing me still, won't you? Of course. Alright, so get the Blessed Blazon. Blessed Blazon. Is that... Oh, that's this. Oh. I see. That seems an interesting accessory to give to somebody who has issues with defense. Okay, next up. We need to go and do Russell's Repentance. Right. Let's go over to Stoneguard, because I remember seeing him over here. Ba-bum. Ba-bum. Hello.
Ah,
Yes, yes. How can I help you? Russell, have you found the third volume of the Mountaineer's Journey yet? Yes, in fact, I have the volume. I have up to volume 4. Good. Then I'll get to work on volume 3. In the meantime, could you get started on the fourth tome over there? But of course, Dominic. My life has been very different since being arrested for stealing that tome. After I was released, I had no place to go and eventually drifted to this town. I'm now learning about manuscripts from Dominic. He's taken me as his apprentice. I can't find work as a scholar, but there's not really much I can do otherwise. Thankfully, Dominic picked me up, despite the fact that I reeked of liquor and hopelessness. I've dedicated myself to being his apprentice. I won't make the foolish mistake I did in the past. Someday I hope to write my own books and donate them to libraries the world over. That's why we're currently researching the histories of the land, but we're still lacking information on certain places. I'd love to look into it myself, but I've got enough work from Dominic to keep me busy for days. Right. And I presume I don't have the information quite yet? Yeah, no. These things will only appear once you start this quest, apparently. So, we need to go over to Boulderfall, and there's a dude in there. There's a dude in Boulderfall who apparently knows more information than the regular person. Now I just need to go and find somebody who isn't normally here. Are you a know-it-all? No, I've already scrutinized you. Ah, I see. This is a dude that was not here before. What do you have in your inventory? Sparring Plum, Herb of Awakening. Right, I'm going to scrutinize you. As we get a lot of history, if you're interested, you can read it. Okay, next up we need to go over to Still Snow, which is over here. Right. Nope. Let's see. Not you. Where is this person that I need? He might be in a tavern. Nope. I think it's this dude. Don't remember you being here. Yep. A Swordbreaker and a medium fire soulstone. Scrutinize. Once again, if you're interested, you can read this. Right. Next up, we need to go over to Duskbarrow. I think I'm gonna be reading it while I'm editing, but I'm not gonna go overboard with my voice for the remainder of the session, so... Especially when I don't know, I just not in the mood for reading, to be quite honest. I'm sorry. Right, sleep weeds and a light nut. Nice. Scrutinize. There's the history of the Darkwood, or the Woodlands. Right. Now then, let us go over to, back over to Boulderfall. Oh, Stoneguard. Ba-bum, ba-bum. Hello. There we go. You went all that way to research this for us. I can't thank you enough. With this information, we'll have our book done in no time. I've realized just how much work goes into making a single book. And yet, the me of the past was still willing to sell one just to make a small profit. When Dominic heard about what I'd done in the past, he told me something. You and I are one and the same. Even though you're a free man now, it doesn't feel like you've atoned for your crime, does it? I know the feeling. If you don't have anywhere to go, why don't you work with me? Until the day you can forgive yourself. At least let me do that much. We had only just met, but he sincerely wanted to help me. He didn't say it, but I know something happened to him in the past. That's why I want to atone properly for what I did. I want to be able to forgive myself for it. And I want to help him forgive himself too. It's never too late. Alright. So we get ourselves some confessional armor. Which says what exactly? Confessional armor. Slightly reduces ice damage taken. Okay. Intriguing. So next up we need to go somewhere. Let's go and take a look. Next up we need to go and do the quest with Ali. But before we go over... Well, actually... he's in Marcelim, right? No, he's... Oh no, he's in Sunshine. I'm gonna go and switch in Therion in the party for the moment. Instead of Tressa. Why? Because then I can steal instead of buying, and sometimes it's probably a good idea for me to just try and steal. You're the... No, I know. You're not the person I wanted to talk to. Okay, let's go and get Therion in the party. I guess instead of Ulberic, maybe, for the moment. Yeah, sure. I do want Tressa to be in the party because sometimes I need, like, if there's any battle-tested weapons, I, you know, cannot steal them, so I have to buy them. Ah, so meet again, the great merchant Ali at your service. I've set up a small fortune if I do say so myself. I'm on my way back to my hometown now, in fact. I guess my father's probably waiting for me to come back home. But for some reason I find myself in no big hurry to get back. Oh, that's it. I just had an idea for a brilliant new pitch. You know how rodents are always causing trouble for the people who live in the desert? So everyone wants a cat that can be trained up as a great mouser. Or something. It can be a bit hard on folks, though, to keep a cat just for that purpose. That's where my prowling cat climber will come in. That's what I'll sell next. Even the fiercest rat will go running at the sound of a cat, and you won't have to pay for cat food either. Hey, why don't you help me? Want to collect some prowling cat climber for yourself? Off you go, you can do it. Not like that's even possible. There's no such thing. I'm sorry, Dad. Okay, so for this quest, what do we need to do? Ah, I see. Okay. Alright. To Marcelim. Also, next time that I can, I should definitely save. Because I haven't saved in a little bit. Right. So there's somebody in Marcelim that I need to guide. I think it might be you. No?
Greetings.
No, you're an elderly woman, so you're not really who I'm looking for. You're also not who I'm... Oh, there it is. I think it's him. Wait, how do I get there? No, over here. Yep. Scrutinize. And here he is, Maruf. Ali's father. A herb of clay. Wow. Eliar. Full enfeeblement. Ah, come on, dude. It's a 40% chance. You will follow me. You are such a pain in the ass. Thank you. I just needed to insult him for a moment, and then he wanted to come with me. That's the kind of woman that he likes, I suppose. Right. So this is where you've been skulking about, eh? I'm going to become a better merchant than you ever were. That's what you boasted when you ran off, wasn't it? But your big mouth didn't serve you so well out in the real world, did it? Hey, Ali? Father? What are you doing here? Well, you never came home after that fight. What was I supposed to do? You're still such a child, getting all bent out of shape and running away just because you lost an argument to your old man. You're saying I lost the argument? You haven't changed a bit since then. Still a stubborn old coot. You're the one who was wrong. I've been doing great as a merchant. Prepare yourself, old man. I wouldn't want you to keel over when you see this. What do you say about that, huh? See how much I've earned making my way as a merchant?
Ho ho!
Oh, that's a fine bit you've earned, indeed. And what about trust? Have you earned that as well from the people you've been selling to? What? The trust is what a merchant needs to survive, not a pile of leaves. The money always comes second. Trust comes first. Father. Of course I've earned my customers' trust. I've never told a single lie to any of them. Is that so? Then I'm proud of you, my boy. You really, really never change. You know, I only ever wanted to become a merchant because of you. You were like a hero to me when I was little.
I'm sorry.
So I'm sorry. I've wanted to apologize all this time. I'm sorry I just ran away without a word like that. I'm sorry I made you worry. The really important thing are the hardest. The really important things are the hardest to say, aren't they? Even when they're just two little words. You did a fine job, Sam. Welcome back, Ollie. I'd say it's high time we both headed back home. Glad to be back. Hey, Dad, I've been thinking. What would you say to using this money I've saved up to open a new shop? Sounds like things are about to get pretty busy. Alright. Cool. So get a trade wind spear. Increases wind damage dealt. Well, no shit. Plus 380 elemental attack. That's a lot. Right. Let's see, next up. We need to go to Wellspring. Let's see. Oh, right, okay. I think I've already done this. Or, like, I've already gotten the information from the Goldshore Bishop man. That I don't remember the name of. Right. But I do have all of the information that I need, so... Hello. Ah, so we meet again, and well met indeed. Captain, please, this is no time for talking. God's teeth, man, would you insist that I don't even greet a former comrade? There's still such a thing as common decency. I am very sorry, but the captain is a frightfully busy man. But we are nearing the changing of the guards. If you can wait a little while, there should be more time to speak soon. Okay, sure. You're new. Son of a bitch. Ah. Let's go and get Alpha in the party then. I don't like doing these illegal things. Right, Alpha. You know what, speaking of illegal, Ophelia. There we go. Speaking of illegal, okay, Ophelia. Alright. Inquire. Okay, more information. And also a hidden item. I guess somewhere on the other side of town. Yep. My apologies while I go and get it. A heavy coin pouch. Well, it's definitely something. Right, let's go and steal from you. An earring bracelet and a sharp nut. Right. Anything else that I might have missed? No. You can actually guide Earhart. Ooh. Interesting. Right. Yes. Let me give you this. I'd hoped I would be seeing you again. Do you have good news to report to me, or ill? I see. So Donovan is still in good health, and his daughter is 7 already. Not realized that the bishop's work could leave him so busy. But then Donovan was always a single-minded man. I suppose it's nearly a decade now since I first met him. I was a mercenary in those days, wandering various lands in search of work. I met Donovan only a short time after he met his wife. There were dark days. His wife was kidnapped in the early days of their marriage, you see. And I was captured by the Knights Ardent, who had mistaken me for the villain responsible. I was nothing but a wandering vagrant. I had no one to vouch for me, no way to prove my innocence. I thought I'd be hanged till dead. But I was fortunate that Lord Woodward, the head of the Knights Ardent, and Donovan both believed me innocent. It was only thanks to their firm belief that the true criminal was found at last. It's been a long time since I last thought of those days. I certainly never would have imagined then that I might one day be standing here in such a position of authority. I may miss the freedom at times, but I do feel that the work I'm doing now is worth doing. But still, that does not mean that I never look back to the past and long for those days. But I believe that everything happens for a reason. I stand here today because of where I was in all my yesterdays. They have served their purpose. That's a nice way of looking at it. Captain's badge. And full swing. Oh man. All these people are really strong. Interesting. Okay, next up on our list. Let's see. The thing with King Kalim. So back to Marsim again. As I let my voice rest for a little bit, because I've been talking a lot today. I'm glad you've come, particularly now. I'm just now considering a new entertainment I might offer to my people. People do not live merely to survive each day, they live to see the pleasures they hope tomorrow will bring, or might bring. That is why one of my duties to my people is to provide them with the pleasures that give them the strength to make it through each day. I have asked for the opinions of my vassals and come to a decision. I must not please only the rich and the fortunate. And so I have decided to put on a series of plays that will bring pleasure to the masses. But my advisors and I know little of such things, play acting and the world of theatre. You will need help to make this production a success. I must admit I have little faith in our success as it stands. Right. Let us go over to Everhold, which is not too far away from here. I'm also almost, like, after this quest, I think I'm gonna end up this episode, and then we'll continue with more questage. Next episode, of course. Right. You're the dude over here. Let me go and inquire. You can have this information. Right. Which I will not read, because my voice cannot handle that shit. I'd rather read the more important things. And let me guide you, my friends. Right. Back to Marcelim.
Welcome.
Greetings, so you are the director of that mountain theater we hear so much about. You are familiar with our modest theater, Your Majesty. That is an honor I would never have dreamed of. Whatever. Not at all, I feel much relieved to have you here to consult with. You see, I've been considering a new entertainment for the benefit of my people, and the idea of a series of plays was proposed to me. That is wonderful to hear, Your Highness. But constructing a stage and assembling all we will need will cost a fair deal. That issue is one we must resolve to move forward. I see. In that case, might I suggest something like this? I had little idea it was possible to do away with so much of a stage with only a bit of creative thinking. Yes, Your Highness, the stage and props are not but tools made to make the illusion easier to maintain, but a skilled player needs neither to captivate his or her audience. So all we truly must provide is a space for the plays to be performed by able actors. If I'm not mistaken, Your Highness, it seems that you wish to host more than one play. Perhaps you might provide your people not only with the joy of watching great theater, but also with the joy of creating great theater. The joy of creating great theater. Indeed, this is something I'd overlooked. Yes, the pleasure of the theater is not restricted to those standing in the audience. Merely watching another's acting and nothing else is to experience only half of the wonders the theater offers. giving the people the chance to not only witness the great theater, but to take part in it as actors, playwrights, directors, and in the process supporting the development of skilled artists who may continue to support the theater arts going forward. Nothing would please me more than being able to open the door to the world of the theater to more people. And I should like nothing more than your assistance in this venture. Already your service has been invaluable. Together we will make this an age of theater. I already have decided the topic of the first play, in fact. Have you indeed, Your Highness? You must tell us of your journey, my good adventurer. You have traveled the wide expanses of this continent. Your grand adventure should surely be the subject of our first performance. The 8 tales of 8 travelers, each walking the path that fate leads before their feet. I do think that yours will be a tale capable of moving the hearts of men. Alright. And that, my friends, is gonna be it. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the show. I was playing Octopath Traveler. And next episode, let's go and take a look. What do we still need to do? We still need to do the Riverlands one. Let's see. Oh, I see. Okay. So there's still a couple of things to be done. Then the Cliftlands ones. Okay, yeah. We'll have to do some more quests. Goodbye.